what's up guys? Welcome to another CZN video. So in this video, I kind of want to like give a rundown on why people are going crazy farming for this chest piece of armor and why I posted my last video on how to get it. Because I did get some comments and some people are asking like why it's so important, like why do people care? And the reason people care is because like this is the only way you can hit the top ranks in this mode right now is through this armor. Okay, so if we look at like, damn, this guy's literally 1,000,000 points higher than the second best team. That's crazy. And to tell you how he reached that, it's this armor here. Oh, it's because he has this Cassius with this. This is how he's actually that high. This Cassius is fucking crazy. Holy shit. Okay. So essentially, like, you'll see when I show you the showcase of like cause I'm gonna do a run and show you exactly why that interaction works this way, but this guy gains a ton of shield. Okay, and there's an interaction with Tressa here. So he has the armor, and he also has this right here. For 2 turns when using attack cards, 1 agony. So what this chest piece here does, when you're using your attack card, like you get that 1 HP reduction. This, I guess it counts this as an attack or something, but something like you put the this thing procs on you. It puts your agony on yourself. So essentially what you're doing when you're running through this mode is that when you have this chest piece in combination with this, and more so this piece of gear, you gain a lot of shield throughout the turn while you're stacking agony on yourself. And then when you end your turn, all of the agony that is on you, and this guy probably gets upwards around 2,000 shield or something, 1,700 shield every turn, and when it ticks down on the shield, and he gets full value from the shield itself and all the damage he's taking from the armor as well. He also gets points from that. He also has 4 draw sources of water. This guy's deck is fucking crazy. Okay, the first team doesn't really matter. As you see, I used Lucas for my team. First team doesn't matter as long as you clear it within 5 turns, meaning 4 turns. If you clear it on the 5th turn, you only get 4 bonus turns your second round. But yeah, that deck is absolutely insane. The amount of farming that you would have to do to get something that looks like that on all your characters, that Cassius specifically, like, this is crazy. This is only doable on the Mist planet, and he's not even running Glorious Resistance. Well, he's got one here, actually. So yeah, even in getting this Tressa is actually kind of crazy. Like, getting 4 copies of this with having this in your deck and having this in your deck. Like, his copy pool is, like, super diluted, and he still managed to get 4 copies of this, which is crazy. So, I'm going to go in and show you guys, like, do a walkthrough and show you how exactly it works. This isn't a guide, okay? Because, like, you got to be super autistic to actually go and farm this shit, personally. Like, I'm just going to say that because, like, but really, like, for the people that are doing it, there's not much else to do in the game at this point. So, farming this, it's kind of like a chase goal, and a lot of people, like, to play these kind of games, you need some kind of chase goal. And this is a long-term goal over the season, so people are trying to achieve it to hit the high rank, and this is the only way to do it. Is it poor game design? I think yes. But it kept me playing the game more than I would have if it didn't exist. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. So this is my Tressa. I only have 2 copies of Shadow Reload in it. In my run, I actually died, like, farming this run on the last boss. So I didn't even get the opportunity to do the 3rd copy, but this works just fine. It does enough. And I actually have 2 of the curses, and I can reflect a lot of agony on myself. Kind of makes it a little scary, but, you know, works completely fine. The Cassius here, I just have 3 of the dice tricks. I have 2 glorious resistances. I have the gun. I have this armor, but I don't have that mythic gear that other guy had. If I had that mythic gear, I would get a lot more points out of that. Granted, if I do, like, Quantum Collector isn't exactly terrible. Like, this piece of gear is actually beneficial because it increases my shield gain, but it doesn't work because this is fixed shield. So it only helps my healing a little bit through Cassius. That's it. So that's unfortunate of that. But yeah, I do have the 2 glorious resistances, and my Mika, not as good as that guy's. I have 3 draw epiphanies on my source of water, and that's it. When you're playing this team in here, you actually want more cards to play with. You don't want to thin your deck very much because you will draw through your entire deck every single time. Once all your upgrades are up, you will draw through your entire deck. And so the more cards that you have in your deck, the longer your turn can go. So it's actually better to have more cards in your deck. Go ahead and throw that out there. My team 1 isn't super consistent. I just leveled both of these up to level 60. So maybe that'll make it more consistent. But let's go ahead and hop in, and I'll give you, like, I might zoom through some of this playthrough. I don't, because, like, this is going to take like 30 minutes, guys. But in a sense, I will get to show off the Luke Lucas combo because that I actually have built to full here. So get rid of that. I don't need that. I want my upgrades. Might as well take that for draw. So yeah, I just looked at put upgrades up turn 1.
Alright. Oh my. This guy right here is a vagina enjoyer. This guy has touched a breast in his life, guaranteed. Yo, Warbalt, what's going on? Yo, Warbalt is one of the hottest All-Star players in the game. I put you in a song on Warbalt. Wait, are you actually a musician? Wait, are you serious? I thought I was just like saying that you look like one. Giga Chat, dude. Literally, Shoeshire Warrior. Leave some pussy for the rest of us. What the?
Yo, Warbalt linked this picture on Kid Dog's stream the other day, and like everybody was like, "Oh, Giga Chat, fucking absolute Viking, absolute Giga Chat."
I saved a selfie of Warbalt in chat. He's on my computer somewhere. He's so hot, dude. He's so hot.
Yeah, this gorgeous Viking man. Yeah, I was in my car today, with Rain. You know, the insane best friend. And Warbalt sent me like an updated picture, a selfie, and she saw it on my phone, and she was like, you know what she said? She looked at him and she was like, I would ride that man into the sunset. That's just the effect that Warbalt has on women. Yeah, this bitch is gonna get married soon, and yeah, that's just Warbalt. If that gives you any idea of how handsome Warbalt is, yeah, there you go.
Okay, on to Team 2 now. So essentially what I'm trying to do is like, I need to get all my upgrades up as soon as possible. Drawing this in my opening hand and getting the 0 cost proc on it is really nice. So essentially all I can do on my first turn is this. If I can do more on my first turn, it's a lot it's like nice. If I get like Source of Water with draw on it, then I can do more. But a lot of times I can't really do much on my first turn. And now the fun begins. So got 2 dice tricks up. I still don't have my Popeye Popper, and that's important to get up because I can't complete quests without it. So there's not much I can do. So I need to draw Joker, which I didn't. So I can't really do much this turn other than get a little bit of damage out because I don't have my quests yet. And it does rely on you getting Joker or the Popper, like, in your early turns. So, that was a dead turn because of that. Yeah. Still looking pretty bad. I need to draw into it. Attack analysis. I still don't draw my Popper. That's awful. I'm actually going to rip this now. See if I get a full house. Even though I kind of need this for later. Okay, we got a full house. Can I draw it now? Okay, more draw. I need to dump some cards first. Can I have my quest, please? Okay, so now we got it. Now we can actually, like, do what we want to do. I'm actually going to go ahead and get this up. And let's go ahead and throw this up as well. And you'll notice, now that that's up, I'm going to start putting agony stacks on myself. Look. See? There's agony on myself because it reflects it due to the armor. See? I have 1 agony stack. Now I have 2. So this is how you're able to score a shit ton of points in this mode, is through this interaction. But you have to be careful because you can kill yourself. I've killed myself doing it. So it actually requires like some thinking in your gameplay. So when you have a 2-turn curse, it can actually end up being very scary. So this actually ended up being kind of a weak turn again because I got my popper so late. It's just unfortunate. It's a bit of a weak start. But I will still probably score a top 100 score with this run, even though it's a weak start. Because now we're basically ramped up to just go from this point. I like getting Joker in my opening hand. I got my other dice trick, so I can go ahead and throw up dice trick. Go ahead and throw up Joker. And I can get up Glorious Resistance, I think, is a good idea to get this now. Let's go ahead and get this out of my deck. So, I'll go ahead and get this out of the way. Okay. So, we got to keep an eye on our points up here for under Cassius for what we can use. And you want to try to not overcap your hand. Because, like, your hand stays full, like, pretty much the entire time. This is why, like, having only 2 copies of this dagger doesn't really hurt me that much. And I'm able to still do a lot of damage with it because I don't overcap my hand as much, just like some of these other decks might. So this is going to give me a card here, so I want to go ahead and use this first. I might not actually be able to get this Glorious Resistance up this turn. So that's going to spawn. Ideally, I try to just use these first and just get them out of my hand as quickly as possible because I build it up really fast. Do I have another source in here? I do. I might still be able to get this Glorious Resistance up this turn. But see, my hand keeps filling up. Just gonna fill up again. And I always use my 1s before my 0s because 0 stacks up with the more cards you use. I could use the dagger there as well. But really the damage doesn't matter that much. It's all about the damage you do to yourself. See, I have 8 agony stacks on me now. Look, see all the agony I got on me? And that's just gonna hit into the shield and it's gonna give me a lot of points. So now we'll go ahead and use this one. Go ahead and throw the dagger too. Straight, I always use that first, and then the full houses into the 1s, into the 0s. Okay, so I might not actually get my Glorious Resistance up this turn because I had to spend an AP to draw again. Go ahead and get these up. And typically I hold my Ecstasy as long as I can to get as many morale stacks as I can. So I actually have to draw again. Notice how I haven't used my curse. It's because I don't want to over-agony myself. People are probably wondering, why are you not putting your curse up? Because I can legit get myself killed by putting it up too fast. Usually I wait until like the end of the turn to put it up to refresh it for the next turn, like I do here. Now I can use the Glorious Resistance. I think that's what I want to do. Let's go ahead and use this. Rip into this. Proc the quests. Draw the last card in my deck. And then I just finish up the turn because my deck's empty. Right? So I'm actually not going to use this turn. And it sucks I didn't get to use this. But all of my upgrades are out now. So I don't have to worry about putting any upgrades up moving forward. Gonna do a bunch of agony damage here. And you see how I'm taking damage here, these 62s? That's the agony stacked on myself that are reflected. It's hitting my shield, and it's giving me a lot more points. So this interaction is how people are able to get into the millions of points right here. How much you're able to get up there just determines on how good the deck is when you actually have this set up. And then we just continue doing the same thing for the... We'll go through our whole deck, but there is some niche things that you have to play around, and I'll mention when I get there. Because there's some interactions that will just brick your entire run. So you notice how he's putting these cards, these thought pieces into my deck. You do not want to draw into these. So you want to end your turn before you draw into them. Drawing into them, like sometimes it bugs itself out. And it's really annoying because I lose out on a lot of damage sometimes because of it. But sometimes it will not do the interaction to where like it will refill your whole hand up with those thought things to where you can get that giga turn. And it'll just let you draw into them normally the next turn, and it actually just bricks your entire run on like the last 2 turns. And that's how I've not gotten into the millions, is because I end up bricking my turn through that interaction. I don't know what causes it, but and then also there's a weird interaction when he dies. So when he dies, all of those things disappear out of your deck, and it can brick it as well. So you actually don't want to kill him on your turn. You want him to die through your agony while your turn ends. You don't want to keep going, because it actually ends up bricking your run, which is kind of annoying. Okay, I don't have much agony on myself now, so I think I'm in a good spot to where I could throw up a curse. So let's just use one of them, just to play a little bit safer. Really, I don't need 2 curses in this deck. Having 2 is a little overkill because it does too much damage to me. If I didn't have the 2 resistances, maybe 2 curses is fine. But it does a shit ton of damage to me if I put them both up. Because, especially if I do it 2 turns back to back, because that's 4 extra agonies every hit instead of just 1 or 2, you know, because it lasts 2 turns. So I have to be mindful when I'm using it. This is unfortunate, though, because now I think I might actually have to... Oh, yeah, because I need to draw, and the only way to draw is to get... I could use this here, honestly, because I don't need the AP anymore. So I can get rid of it. I need a full house, though. I don't get a full house again. So this actually ended up being a very weak turn where I couldn't draw through my deck. That's very unfortunate, because I didn't get the right quest cards. I could have scored an extra probably 100,000 points this turn if I actually got some draw from my quest cards, but I didn't. And you'll see the agony starts hitting me again. We get the giga turn. Go up Curse Gouge first. Okay, we want to get Tack Analysis up first because we want the bonus healing. Getting multiple copies of that in this kind of deck is actually very strong. Okay, we want to stack morale up again before we use Ecstasy. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. My inventory is going to be too full for all of these, which kind of sucks. So I just got to kind of like dwindle my my hand down so I can get all of my quest cards back. I use 1 and the zeros. I'm gonna go ahead and rip this early, I think. Well, I wanna get more morale before I use it. That's the thing. We can do this. What do we want? Let's take Devil Dice and go ahead and cycle it now. Get the morale from it. Okay, we got both curses. I'm not getting much agony on myself. Let's just go ahead and throw up this one. I should have used my Unsheath first. It's okay. The way it's kind of little. It doesn't matter as much like how quickly you do the damage. Ideally, you want the damage to get done as fast as possible. So you start accruing a lot more points from healing. Because the quicker you cap out the damage, like all this healing sends you up higher, right? My game's gonna start lagging, like really bad. I'm gonna try and save this till I have a lot of AP. So I get the bigger heal out of it. Essentially my hand keeps getting full, so... I'm only up to 8 agony stacks on myself. Okay, now we're going to use this to maximize the heal out of it. Fat points. Okay, now there's nothing left to draw out of my deck, so we just dump the entire hand. This is why I say like having more cards in your deck's actually beneficial, because it lets you extend your turn a lot longer. Get what little morale we can, then we can dump our finish our turn with our 2 multi-hit abilities, have them do as much damage as possible. And I might actually send this other curse as well, just because it'll get me another quest completion, so might as well. Let's just go ahead and do this as well. Because I got a lot of shield this turn, so. And a lot of shield, full health. I think I'm pretty safe going into the next turn. With taking all the agony damage. So if we look here, see how much agony stacked on me? And then we're going to double. Look what it does to my HP bar at the top. You see how my health bar turns red? This actually doubles the amount of damage. Like this adds 50% damage to the agony I take as well. See the purple bar that appeared up here? I'm going to take a lot of damage from agony this turn. This is going to take a second. And this is what really skyrockets your score into the millions, is doing this interaction right here. Went through the entire shield, got all the points from all of the shield. Get my health lower to be able to heal back next turn. I have E6 Cassius, and his morale is gimped down to nothing. Hopefully I don't die from this. Yeah, see, that was it. So here's where I have to be careful, because I still have agony on me here. I do, like, this is where it's like really sketchy using 2 curses, right? So he's actually going to hit me, so I need to heal up as much as I can, as quick as I can. But I'm still going to be damaging myself the entire time, so maybe putting up the second curse was a little too greedy. And this is what I mean, like you gotta be careful playing with this, especially with my version of the deck. Luckily it didn't hit me very hard. Game's really laggy now. Sucks he's gonna die here, so I'm gonna have to end the turn prematurely before I can get a lot of value out of this turn. So I'm gonna try and just heal as much as I can. Because when he dies, when he's putting these things in your hand, it fucks up the interaction. I don't know what causes it or why it does it. But I'll get the Giga turn after I just let him die normally. And it works that way. So he also loses all of his agony stacks after you kill him. And I gotta make sure my health is high enough to where, like, because I'm gonna take damage at the start of my next turn. because of my glorious resistance. So I got to mitigate as much damage as possible here so I don't die. Okay, attack analysis is good. Okay, more resolve is good. Well, actually, resolve doesn't really help. It doesn't increase my shield gain in this scenario specifically. So I got to be careful here that he doesn't die. This won't hit him very hard. Complete another quest. Yeah, that's hitting kind of hard. Damn. I was hoping to get more draw. Don't crit. Oh, he crit. Okay, so you'll see what the interaction I'm talking about. I'm just going to end turn. And, all these cards are going to poof. Hopefully this didn't brick it. Okay, it didn't. Yeah, it did. It put one in the discard pile over here. I think that's fine. Maybe. He actually does enough damage here to kill me. So, a little bit sketched out. We need to heal up. Yeah, you see all these cards in my discard pile? I have to end my turn prematurely again, which is really annoying. I kind of screwed up the, I might actually just be dead because of the way I did this. I shouldn't have ended my turn there. And that's what makes this shit kind of, like, awkward at the end of the fight. When you're trying to, like, reflect agony on yourself. I'll just keep playing normally, but I'm more than likely just going to die this run. Because he's already putting these cards in my hand. And when I cycled him over to this side, like, it bricks the run. I actually can't use this because it'll probably get me killed. I think I just have to end the turn here. And then it should... Nope, it bricked it. See, that's not supposed to happen. And then I died from my glorious resistance. So, like, there's... farming this shit might be kind of, like, autistic, but, like, to get a score that's high, you actually have to think a lot while playing the run. Like, it's not an easy task. Oh, just to get the armor and you get the high score. It's not that simple. Maybe with some other decks, like if you're not reflecting the agony on yourself, I don't think you're going to get as high of a score. And maybe it's just because I have the 2-turn agony. Maybe the 1-turn agony, you don't have to do mental gymnastics to score high. That could be it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Just kind of like the commentary on it. Like the run can go wrong very easily if you kill the boss at the wrong time, if you don't get the right draw, you know, etc. And you know, it's all RNG. But the chase, You know, I kind of harped on it, you know, the RNG and the whole thing and trying to get it, but it was something to chase and it was something that kept me playing the game, so I can't complain about it too much. So, if you enjoyed that, just drop a like. Appreciate it. Just keep in mind, this isn't what the normal player is going to be doing in this game, and that's what you have content creators like myself for. Actually, like, literally, number 3 right here, this Mori, like, this guy's a content creator. So, like, and he's rank 3 right now. There's a lot of content creators up here that I see in the Discord. A lot of them are in the top 100. I believe I can get my score into the millions with this deck. I think I can 100% get in the top 20. Definitely, I think I can get into the top 40. But it's how often do I want to go through that long run? You saw how long this video was, right? That's how long every attempt is. So, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
You fight as if you have 9 lives. This world has no place